Hello, everybody. I'd like to welcome you all to this call tonight. I'm very excited to be able to share some amazing and great information with you. Let me introduce you first to myself. I'm Dr. Jim Hubbard. I'm a holistic chiropractor for the last 44 years here in Monroe, Michigan. And I was first introduced to Juice Plus by a friend of mine. And I was very skeptical at first because I didn't think they could reduce fruits and vegetables to a capsule without heating it too much and destroying the enzyme, which would make it a dead food. But I did look at some research. And in the research study, I talked about people taking fractionated vitamins were getting cancer at a faster rate than the people taking placebo. And that sparked a memory in my mind about one of my early mentors who talked about whole food nutrition versus fractionated, isolated nutrition. And it was so much better. So I also talked with a lady named Ella, who her medical doctor, after 1 year of taking Juice Plus at triple the normal dose, he took her off all of her medications for her lupus. So armed with that information, I decided to try Juice Plus for myself. I had a practice for 20 years. I did some computerized testing for about 6 years, and then went back into practice. At the end of the 20 years, I had a lot of upper extremity pain from working on patients due to the inflammation. I got on Juice Plus, and within about 3.5 months, I noticed that my pains was pretty much gone. First I was on Juice Plus, went off Juice back into work, and then 6 years of not doing chiropractic, all those pains went away. When I went back into practice again, all those pains came back within 30 days. So I was on Juice Plus, 3.5 months, pains went away, went off Juice Plus, pains came back, got back on Juice Plus, repeated that cycle 2 more times. So at that point, I knew factually that Juice Plus really did work. It was reducing my inflammation. Now, the nice thing I like about this company is we have a very small but powerful product line. And everything we have, all of our products are less than a cup of Starbucks coffee on a daily basis. Our flagship product is our Juice Plus capsules. It's fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. We also have soft chews, which are just like the Juice Plus capsules, but in a nice soft chewable form for people who can't swallow capsules, or for kids, or like for people like me who like a nice, healthy, sweet snack at night. We have Juice Plus Complete. It's a powder drink that you can mix up. We have all kinds of recipes for that. You can get a recipe book later. We have bars, and we have a product called the Tower Garden. This helps us to eat clean. So if you take a look at these 3 little capsules, I told you it was powerful. In those 3 little capsules, you're getting 35 high-quality foods in those 3 capsules. Your organizations say we should have 9 to 13 servings a day, but very few people are doing it. So one of the niches we fill is we bridge the gap between what we should be doing and what we're actually not doing. So Juice Plus is also picked when it's vine ripened, and the reason for that importance, if you grow tomatoes in your backyard and you pick them 3 or 4 or 5 days before they're vine ripen, those produce will be about 70% deficient of nutrients, which is why we need so much extra nutrients today. Now, Juice Plus is picked vine ripened. It's juiced at a low temperature within a matter of a couple days, and everything that God put into that plant is in the Juice Plus powders except sugar and sodium. So that makes it tolerable for a cardiac patient or a diabetic patient. Now, it is the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world. There's 35 studies documenting the value and the benefit that this product does for our human body. It makes sure that it gets into the bloodstream. It helps bolster our immune system, reduce oxidative stress, and many, many more things that you can learn from the person that invited you on this call tonight. It's a very simple concept, but in its simplicity, it's extremely powerful in the human body. Now, that's the Juice Plus capsules. They're soft chews. So like I said, they're basically the capsules in a soft chewable form, and they taste absolutely delicious. We have a children's health study program. When an adult goes on Juice Plus, the child gets theirs free from the ages of 4 through college. And all the parent has to do is fill out a questionnaire every quarter. That actually reduces the cost of Juice Plus by 50% for that family. Some amazing results have been recorded with this children's health study. You can get in, the research will be made available to you later. But basically, 96% of the people participating in this program have noticed some sort of a positive benefit. Our other product is our Juice Plus Complete. It's a powder, and you mix it with whatever you want, water, rice stream, almond milk, or whatever. And again, that provides us all the macronutrients, the carbohydrates, the proteins, and the fats. It's basically a complete meal, and it's a 100% plant-based. When you take your Juice Plus Complete, you're getting 40 superfoods and some ancient grains in a glass. Basically, my family and I and grandkids, we've been using it as a breakfast, which a lot of people do. It's my replacement for breakfast. I've used it as a pre and post workout, a late night snack. It's very low glycemic food. That means it's not going to spike your blood sugar and cause your blood sugar to go up and then crash and give you the sleepies. So we're hearing a lot of great testimonials from people around the country that's taking Juice Plus, and it's just amazing. Like I said, there is a recipe book that you can get from the person who invited you on this call that'll give you tons and tons of different ways to make up your shake. We have Juice Plus bars, which are basically the Juice Plus Complete in a non-to-go easy package, and the flavor of dark chocolate and fig, and tart cherry and honey. We've got another program we're just launching called the Shred 10. It's part of our healthy revolution of taking healthy back. In that 10 days, you will learn how to shred unhealthy habits and how to eat clean, one simple change at a time. You'll also be made part of a private Facebook group that you'll get tremendous support from and get questions answered and just whatever you need. It's a great community. And again, there's a free guide and cookbook that goes with that program as well. Now, our other product is our Tower Garden. It's an aeroponic, hydroponic growing system in a 3-by-4 foot space. There's no dirt or weeding. It needs only 6 hours of sunlight a day. It makes it very great for seniors or people living in an apartment complex or condos. It uses less resources than a ½ acre of dirt if you're trying to grow a garden there, and it grows in less time. You plant your Tower Garden today, and in 3 weeks, you're going to be eating lettuce on it. And just real quick, that's kind of what the Tower Garden looks like. It's got a tub, the water pumps up to the top, and rains down on the roots of the plants. In conclusion, basically, based on the peer-reviewed research that I've looked at and read, what I've noticed in my own personal body and that of my patients and my family over the past 13 years, I'm going to take Juice Plus for the rest of my life. You cannot pay me enough money to not take my Juice Plus on a daily basis. It is my insurance policy for a healthier body and lifestyle. So that's pretty much my story. So let's hear from the amazing LouAnn Stark-Dykema.
We can't hear you.
You're muted.
Okay, here I am.
Yay!
Sorry. Yes, well, 13 years ago, Jim, you and I had something in common because I also was introduced to Juice Plus. And for me, the great thing is that I had concern for my 2 young boys. And the 5-year-old, he had severe constipation issues. And I knew whole food would make a difference. It was just getting it into him. And what we found once we started him on the Juice Plus was that within a month, his whole body figured out what to do, and he was not constipated. This is big news for a 5-year-old, but it's even bigger news for a mom who has been trying to help her child all these years. And the other thing that was so great was my other son, who was about 8, was congested, sneezing all the time, and when we knew he had allergies, but we didn't go through allergy testing for him. And I didn't expect this, but slowly he was just not having the symptoms that he had. He wasn't sneezing all the time. He wasn't congested all the time. And so I saw my 2 young boys just living life at a much healthier level. And nothing makes a mom happier than having happy boys. But then all of us, were eating Juice Plus. And the gift, I need to say this, the gift that we received was with the Children's Health Study. My 2 boys received Juice Plus for free for 4 years. And this made such a huge difference for us as we got started. So we always will be on Juice Plus, and we eat so many more fruits and veggies now than we did 13 years ago. And then the other way we eat a lot of fruits and veggies is, as Jim mentioned, the Tower Garden. I love my Tower Gardens. I have a few, and for the last 5 years, I've been growing our produce with Tower Gardens. And what's exciting is we're growing outdoors on our patio, right outside the door. From end of April to maybe November, we're growing all this produce, tomatoes, beans, cucumbers, everything. Then in November, we bring it inside and we continue growing food, especially our greens and our herbs. So I have fresh food growing all year round, which is so easy and it's so delicious. And it's so delicious that when we get invited to go to someone's house for a potluck or just over, for dinner, they'll still say, can you bring the salad? Well, please bring the Tower Garden salad. Put some of those herbs in it that you do. So we're kind of known for our salads, which is fun. And then the other fun thing for me is every morning I get to visit my Tower Garden because I do a Juice Plus shake every morning. And as I'm putting in my almond milk and other things, I go to the tower and I cut the lettuce and kale and Swiss chard and I put it in, blend it all up. I have an incredible drink that holds me for a long time. So I just feel gifted to have these products in our family's life, in my life, and as Jim said, I'm with it forever. So thank you, Jim.
Well, LouAnn, thank you very much for sharing your story tonight. And what an amazing story with all of our products, and what a huge difference it's made not only in your own personal health, but your families as well. And so thank you very much. What an amazing gift it is. Well, let's shift gears now. And so I think we'll all agree we have some amazing products. And thank you, Jim, for doing such a great job in introducing our products for us. And so the name Juice Plus is the name of our company as well. And it's also connected to an opportunity for you to own your own business. And as my name, by the way, is Nancy Kroupa, and I live in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan. And this winter we're in Naples, Florida, and I must add it's the best times of the year. And we've been snowbirds happily for the last, it's been since 1990, I think. And in our early 40s, we found ourselves in dire straits. Jerry's job was with his family-owned business. It was the only job he ever knew, and he sold and closed that business. And at the same time, my corporate job moved to Grand Rapids, Michigan, which was over 2 hours away. And we found ourselves in our early 40s with no jobs, 3 kids, all teenagers, all wanting to go to college, and we didn't know what we were going to do. So what we did know, though, was what we wanted. We wanted freedom of our time. We wanted to work together. We wanted to build a successful business. So it sounded like a franchise was a good thing for us. So we looked into that, and immediately we were disillusioned with what we saw. So Jerry was first introduced to the Juice Plus business, and he was open and asked me to actually attend a conference with him to really kind of check the company out. And what we found was a real solid company. It had integrity. It was an amazing company, and we really felt after that conference that we could lock arms with that company and build a future. So naturally, we got started on the amazing products. And in the beginning, one of my biggest objections was that it looked like a sales business. And I kind of threw up my hands and said, oh my gosh, I've never sold anything, and I'm never going to sell anything either. But soon we found, as we were taking the products, we became a product of the products. And you know how we naturally share things that we love, a good movie or a great recipe, something like that. So it really, that's how it all started for us. And so when I learned that all we do is share our stories, like LouAnn shared her story just now with these products, it really opened my eyes, and I became more serious about the business opportunity. So when we looked into it more, I realized this was what we were looking for. This was the answer to our prayers. So let me give you a little information now about our business and our company, because as I said, Jerry and I really spent a lot of time researching it before we put our name on the dotted line. And what we found was this company that had longevity. where the company was founded in 1970 by Jay Martin, not only the founder, but he's still the president today. And his mission has always been to build, to quote, build a stable and lasting company that will help as many people as possible build their dreams. And the key word here is their. So we do business now in 23 countries, and the Juice Plus company is debt-free. And either this year or next year, we're tracking to be $1 billion a year company. And that's with a B, not an M. That's a B. So their philosophy is, again, since we are an international company, is to inspire healthy living around the world. And it's a company that has such a big heart. They've invested millions of dollars in the children's health study that Jim just described to us. And, you know, that really touches my heart because it has affected over 1 million families with their health from anywhere from 1 year to 4 years, where their children could receive Juice Plus for free. And again, the company is all about sharing and giving back to the communities. Their charities include St. Jude's Hospital, the Volunteers of America. Now listen to this. Our company is donating 10 million meals in the next 5 years to the Volunteers of America. And if that's not enough, they just are the Boys and Girls Club. Wow, they have been so successful with that club in Memphis that they are donating a complete tower garden to each and every Boys and Girls Club in North America, which amounts to over 4,200 clubs, affecting almost 4 million children. And I think you'll agree that that's pretty amazing. We have a proven business model, and what we've done is we've taken the best of business models from all over the world, and we've created a very unique business model. It is called a virtual franchise, and we have a proven system of success working with an amazing compensation plan that is working for so many people across the world. It costs $50 a year to become a distributor. And I'm not going to go into great detail tonight about how we get paid in this business, but we get paid from 4 different ways. We get paid retail profit, we get commissions, including commission overrides, bonuses, and benefits. And where the top position of National Marketing Director earns a corporate style benefits package, it was better than the package that I ever had or Jerry ever had too, which does include medical, dental, vision, life insurance, disability, and long-term health care insurance, tuition reimbursement for you and your children, and an expense supplement, a monthly expense supplement, as well as a holiday bonus. And for me, that time of year, we get that check from the company as national marketing directors. It's $1,000 each at Christmas. It sure beats getting a frozen turkey, I'll tell you that, right? So, and another thing about our compensation plan, that once you reach a position with our company, it's permanent. You never have to requalify. Juice Plus is ordered through our own personal websites, and then the company pretty much takes it from there. The company processes that order, they bill the customer direct, and then they ship the product. They even support our customer then with continuing education. And you don't take the risk by first purchasing the product and then having to turn around and sell it. The company takes care of that for us. And then they pay us on a monthly basis. They pay us our retail profit and our commissions. And we also get paid amazing bonuses by building a team. And if that's what you want to do. And that's where the real residual income comes in. So if you're interested in the business opportunity with our company, it's important that you think about this and work out what you really want from this business. And it can be whatever you want it to be, and that's what I love. There's really no pressure. There's really 2 ways to approach this. There's a fast track way, And then there's also a way that you can work at a slower pace. You can take it easy, go as slow as you want. And frankly, as Jerry's and my business grew, I was really impressed at the huge potential to make this our life's work and our cause. And it did take us by surprise how fast our businesses grew. It started making first our house payment, and then it was a little bit more, and then it grew into eventually replacing both of our incomes. And then today, it's pretty much beyond our wildest dreams. And wow, you know, you think about it, we have the ability to grow a multi-million-dollar international franchise. And I'm speaking of each and every one of us, earn a residual income and leave a legacy and change lives at the same time. This business is done in part-time hours, and many people do it also in stolen moments. And I've heard young moms like Rikki who are busy, and Stephanie, who used to, you know, she was following up with her customers. She'd be going to the grocery store and she'd make a call while she was on the way to the grocery store. That's called a stolen moment, and build a beautiful business in doing so. So like I said, you can do this 2 different ways, and you choose which way you want to go. But to be honest, most people, whether they're very part-time or really wanting this to make this their lifetime goal, is they're using our fast track approach to get started. And we're seeing amazing things where people are building their virtual franchise with the fast track program, and then turning around and duplicating that within their team very quickly and in record time. So if someone is sharing this opportunity with you tonight, or sharing this recording with you, just find out what you want to create. Talk to the person that invited you on this call, and then they will tell you what you need to do to create the income that you desire. When I looked at this opportunity, my big question after I decided to do this was, okay, so now what do I do? And to be successful. So what you do is you just work with your sponsor closely. You keep in touch, if not, maybe even in the beginning on a daily basis, and they will show you the way step by step. It's not about you becoming the expert the day you get started. Nothing like that. You kind of learn as you earn, and you learn one step at a time. And these weekly Zoom calls, these weekly Zoom events are available to you, and is a great way for you to build your business. You don't need to be the expert on the product. You don't need to be the expert on the business. You leave that up to us. You just have to invite people along where they can hear the stories, they can hear about our amazing products, our company, and in the convenience of their own home. I mean, how easy is that? Here we all are tonight, right? So lastly, I also want to touch on this amazing Juice Plus community, or our Juice Plus family. Is probably the most important part of this whole talk tonight. Is, for me, it's the number one thing that excites me, is that we are in this community where I come from corporate America, where I'm so used to people like trying to cut you out of the picture so they can get your job, or it was backstabbing, all of those terrible things that you hear about. But in this community, we look to raise each other up, and I find that so refreshing. Corporate America, you know, is such a part of so many lives, that, and they're used to it. But I find it so refreshing and so inspiring to lock arms with like-minded people where we're all on the same mission. It's such a wonderful environment. We all want everyone to succeed in this business, whether we're on each other's team or not. We just want everyone to be successful. It's really, really refreshing. So, so that's the end of my story. But Rikki, could you kind of come back on, and do you have anything else you'd like to add tonight?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nancy. You know, I found out about Juice Plus about 10 years ago now, when my second daughter was actually dying of malnutrition. And it was a godsend. We had tried juicing, and that just wasn't working for her. And Juice Plus made all the difference in her life. I completely saw an incredibly different child just from something as simple as fruits and vegetables. But what I really saw was some way that I could also help the other moms in my community. I knew that if I was having a child suffering from this, I wasn't alone. That there were other children that weren't eating enough fruits and vegetables, and that's where I needed to step in and help them figure out how to bridge that gap like I found that way. And so I stepped forward with both feet and joined in with the company, just like someone else on this call before I had even gotten my product. So I understand what it's like, you know. I said, this is real. And I am so excited because I was working at a gym. I was teaching multiple aerobics classes. I was teaching multiple martial arts classes a week just to provide some form of an income for my family and to help my husband. But since I found the Juice Plus products, I have just been able to see so many lives transformed. I was able to see a child that was sick every day completely grow up to be, I mean, she was a competitive gymnast for a while, and now she's a martial artist just like I was, and it's just really exciting to see, you know, this little powerhouse 12-year-old doing these massive stunts in these demos, and it's exciting to see that, you know, I was able to be a part of that, and to see other children who have been able to be off of medications and are doing the things that, you know, God has called them to do at even just such a young age. And to see others be able to transform their lives, it's just an amazing thing that nothing can give that up. And I'm just excited that my Juice Plus paycheck, you know, I didn't do it for the money, but my paycheck now gets to pay for so many of these things that my children do. I've been able to quit all extra outside classes. I don't have to teach any more aerobics classes. I don't have to work at the gym in order to pay for all the extra things. My Juice Plus paycheck pays for that. We're in the process of dreaming a little bit more, buying a bigger boat, a new house on the water. You know, these are things that just on my husband's salary we wouldn't be able to do. But because of my business and because Juice Plus has empowered us to take hold and to dream again, and that benefits package, Nancy, girlfriend, you are not joking. I mean, amazing. So it just completely changes our lives. And I know that there is nothing that, you know, my husband and I and our 5 daughters, there's nothing we can't do. That's why I love this Juice Plus business, Nancy.
That's great. And you're tracking to move into National Marketing Director here in the next 6 months or so. So congratulations for all your hard work. And isn't it interesting? You started out because of the product, and here you are today, being able to provide all of these wonderful, well, you can say things, but first of all, the beautiful health that you've brought to your family. So congratulate, and many others too, by the way. So congratulations, Rikki. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, in wrapping up, we need more people to help us educate the world about whole food nutrition and continue to help people take control of their own health and wellness. And think about it. Are you one of those people? Do you know anyone who might want to join us in our mission? So, there's 3 types of people here on this call tonight. There's some of you may be thinking, well, thank you for sharing your business culture with me, and I'll think about it. And then number 2, or you may be thinking, I just love this concept of Juice Plus. I love this concept of Juice Plus, and I'm ready to get started on the products. Or I'm in. I want to join your mission. When can I get started? So that's the 3 types of people that we're looking for. And you know, just keep in mind, our goal is we want to help you to feel good, to look good, to make money if that's your goal, and have just tons of fun with us at the same time. So I want to thank you very much for listening, and I think that's about it. Oh, except one thing. Excuse me, Jerry, would you please shut the door? Thank you. If if you'd like to learn more about this business culture, every Monday night we have a special conference call with my mentor, Cheryl Cortese. And it is at 8:30 tonight is the best time for you to call in. There's over 1,000 people usually on this call every Monday night from all over the world. Believe it or not, yes, people do set their alarms to get up in Australia to be on the call. So anyway, it is for the Cortese group, and I would invite you to get back with the person that invited you on this call to call in. It is a phone number with a code to call in, and it starts at 9:45 and usually lasts about, I would say about anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. And tonight, we're featuring brand new national marketing directors, the top paid position, where you can hear their stories on how they got started and how they moved into national marketing director. So thank you all very much for joining us tonight. We appreciate your attention, and everyone have a great evening. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Good night.